guys, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Shelby and I review products like these and products like this. If you did not catch my latest video talking about Jaclyn Hill releasing volume 2 of the Jaclyn Hill x Morphe palette, I did post a video on that. It did extremely well. People were very interested in hearing about the leak and all of that, and I promised you I would get the palette when it came out, and I have it. The palette has only been officially out for a couple hours now. I was at the mall at 10 a.m., well, around 10 a.m., and I got it. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of clip some footage in right there of the whole process. It was a little stressful. I woke up late. So the thing about this that kind of gives me a little hope is that I didn't even see the palette advertised in anticipation or anything on the Morphe website. So I don't think it's like gonna be a thing that's like gonna sell out in like seconds, you know, or like a conspiracy palette situation where like the line was wrapped around to the food court. I don't know though. I could be completely off base with this. So we're just gonna see what happens. The store opens in about 6 minutes. I'm probably about 8 to 9 minutes away right now. I really hope I get one. I don't know. I went on Twitter, which, you know, sometimes going on Twitter is a bad idea because you'll have those people that are just like standing, right? And they were like, oh, I'm patient. I'm like so excited, patiently waiting by the computer. Like, oh my God, I can't wait. Like, yay, I'm so excited. I keep refreshing, been refreshing since 8 a.m. And you're like, oh shit. Like, is it like that? I mean, I know it's a big deal, but like, I don't know. So I'm a little nervous that we're not gonna be able to get one. If I don't get one because I literally overslept, I'm going to be so upset. This is like for you guys. I told you I would get one and review it the day it came out. So if I don't do that and I fail you, I'm gonna spiral. Okay, I just pulled into the mall and, oh, sorry, security guard, please don't pull me over. I'm vlogging. I cannot be bothered to look at traffic and vlog. Okay, so when the conspiracy palette launched, there was a line wrapped all the way around the food court. So here's the moment of truth. No line. Things are looking good. No lines at the Mac store? Shocking. Morphe, here we are. There doesn't seem to be a line or anything. And there's Jaclyn. Oh, she looks so pretty in this campaign. Okay, let's get it. Oh my God, it's right there, yay! This was easier than I expected. Success! We got it. It also came with this cute little bag. I don't think there's anything in the bag, but it came with a little bag. So that's really lit and awesome. Let's get home and unbox her. So even though I woke up late, even though it was like not really in my favor or whatever, I was able to get the palette, and it was actually a lot easier than I thought. There wasn't a whole lot of lines or anything. The Morphe store was crowded. It's not like people weren't in there to get it or whatever, but with some launches they'll do this thing where they have like people waiting outside and like little papers, and you have to like check off what you want off the stuff from the paper and all that, and it's like they only let a certain people in at a time, whatever. No girl, not this time. It was just you walked right into the Morphe store and got it. There were a lot of people there, but it wasn't as big as like the conspiracy palette launch or anything like that. So this is what the packaging looks like. This is obviously the new logo. They've changed the logo a few times on this palette. This is actually the one that I have. Ooh, she's beat up and torn up. This is what the original palette looks like, and the packaging and the style on that. And then they've updated it to a more sleek kind of a moment here. Sorry, the ring light reflection or whatever, but let's see, is that better for you? So yeah, so that is it right there for you. On the back, it says Morphe x Jaclyn Hill with a beautiful picture of Jaclyn right here. She looks amazing. Let's read what this says. So she says, okay, the past few years have been absolutely insane. So many highs, so many lows, amazing memories, and tons of drama. Through all of it, my subscribers always had my back. Thank you for loving and supporting me no matter what. This palette is to embracing the past, owning the present, and dominating the future together. I hope these shades make you feel strong, powerful, and loved the way you make me feel every day. XO Jaclyn Hill. So, cute, interesting, a little, this is no like tea or shade to Jaclyn Hill, but when I was in the store, people were opening up their palettes to make sure they weren't damaged or anything, which I thought was kind of funny. Just because Jaclyn has a history of problematic launches. Let's just be honest about it and call it for what it is. So people were opening them. I tried to open mine, not even gonna lie to you, but then I was next in line and I just got flustered because I was trying to open the package, holding my purse and doing all this stuff, and I didn't. So this is the first time we're opening this together on camera, and we're gonna open her up. So here we go. Yay! Comes a little bubble wrap moment. So hopefully that's good and keeps everything safe. So when we slip her out of the bubble wrap, we have the Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2. Let's compare it in size to the original to see if they're the same size. It would be really great if they were. Oh yeah, awesome. So they're the same size. So you can kind of stack them, and if she makes a volume 3 or whatever, you can kind of stack them up or whatever. So that's cool. Okay, let's open it up and take a look at the color story, and let's hope that no shades are broken. If there's a shade or something broken, I promise you guys, I really am going to give this a great review. I hope it's going to be a great review. I'm going to make it detailed and informative. I'm never going to lie to you guys or, not tell you what the real tea is, but I'm hoping that this goes really well. So let's open her up and see. Obviously, I get the first look. Oop. Okay, yeah, that's... I'm excited. This is it right here. This section right here is calling me. These bright colors right here. Ooh, I'm so excited to play with these. Okay, so it has a little film over it that I went ahead and took off. And one thing I love is that she included the shade names on the right underneath, which we really were lacking with the original Jaclyn Hill palette, and something that I really honestly did not like about that palette. So we're gonna get to swatching and kind of giving some impressions on what the swatches are like. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, and then we're gonna do an eye look. So let's get right into it, shall we? We're gonna do the first row first. The first shade is called Certified, for right there, and I'm really bad at swatching, so I'm just gonna do it right here. And then this is a shade called I'm In It. Ooh, look at that reflect on the, I don't know if that's showing off on camera, but in real life it's like an opal, essence kind of a thing. Very pretty. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. Love Handles is gonna be next. Love that shade name. Let's do Comfort Zone next. Perfectionist. This one feels really smooth. Rider Diamonds. Oh, wow. Thick Skin. Okay, so that's the first row. It's called No Joke, a nice yellowy kind of a moment. Let's see, so No Joke. Talia. Oh, wow. Oh, my God, Jaclyn. Oh, my God. That's very pretty. This is called Feelin' Myself. Okay, that's called Homebody, or GRWM. Bougie. Bougie also looks like a good one that I would wear all the time. Okay, that one didn't show up quite as pigmented. But again, it's just a swatch, so we'll see. Drama Queen. I'm running out of fingers. Wipe my fingers off so you guys know. Drama Queen. Ooh, Drama Queen's really pretty. Okay. So that is the second row all swatched. Let's go to the third row. Okay, my arm's gonna hurt by the end of this. I'm over it already. Okay. So, this is the third row. This is called Flawed and Odd, the first shade here. Ooh, that's really nice and pretty, like an orange, like a burnt orangey kind of a moment. This one's called G Money. Okay, G Money. Oh, that's a really nice, like chocolatey. That's a really good, like smoke out shade. I love that. Positivity with it like a TTA. My Man. Grateful. Heart On. Not hard on, but heart on. Although I have a hard on for this shade called Heart On. Hello. Livin' My Best is the last shade on this row. It's like a nice red. Wow. Okay, so that's that row. That's the third row. Okay, first shade in the fourth row is called A Moment. Oh, that shade is A Moment. That's very pretty. Okay. Therapy Sesh. Lolly Mama. Tipsy Girl, probably one of the coolest shades in the whole palette, I think. Hopefully it wears well. That's a stainer right there. I know that one's gonna stain my lid for sure. Empowered. Oh, this one I'm really excited about. Oh! Okay, we have Next. Dance Party. Oh, that one's really nice and creamy. So that's the fourth row. A True. Not My Journey. Ooh, purples are really hard to formulate, and that is very pretty. It's called Good Place. Paolo. Ooh, that one's really nice. It's very wearable, that one. Oh, hello. I think she said to say it like how she said it with her dogs. I forgot how she did it, so okay, whatever. And then Crazy. Ooh. And then she said that this black was like a really, really good black. So this is called Temptress. Okay, actually, that looks like a good black. I'm so good at swatching. I'm not good at swatching. Okay, so let's take all that off, and then I'm gonna prime my lids. I wanted to prime my lids on camera to make sure that you guys saw I was actually, you know, doing what I always do, which is using the MAC Paint Chili Paint Pot, so that there was no like, well, Shelby, you know, you didn't give the shadows a fair shot. You didn't use your MAC Paint Chili Paint Pot, or how do we know you use your MAC Paint Chili Paint Pot? In case anything goes awry, I want to make sure that you guys saw that I was doing, look at that, was doing everything I could to make these shadows work and everything I normally do with the shadows. I did pick up one little brush. It's the what is it called? JH52. It's this little guy right here. It's like a detailed, it's like a detailer brush or whatever, and I just love a good detailer brush. So it's called Detail Obsessed Brush. So I did go ahead and pick that up, and I will experiment with this brush as well today so we can see how it works. But this is it. Jaclyn Hill. Next to Morphe, Jaclyn Hill collection. And it's just this tiny little guy right here. And I thought it might be really, really nice for detailing. So I went ahead and picked that up. I love a good detailer brush. And then when you purchase a Jaclyn Hill collector's palette or whatever today, you got this free little bag from Morphe. And it's like just kind of like her aesthetic with the silver and everything. There's nothing in it, but you know, I don't know. I have so many of these bags. I'm not sure if I want to keep this or not. Let's go ahead and get right into the eye look. I am going to prime my lids with my MAC Paint Chili Paint Pot. I'm doing all this. You guys see I'm using what I normally use. I'm not against making this work. I really want this to work. I spent my hard-earned money on it. and I would like for it to go well. So yeah, I'm just applying that with a little BH Cosmetics brush here. I love using a Painterly paint pot as opposed to like the Urban Decay Primer Potion or the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, because I feel like it really cancels out any like discoloration or, you know, veins, whatever that might show in my eyelids. I have issues with that. If you don't have issues with that, then maybe the Primer Potion will work for you and all of that. But for me, I just like something a little bit more opaque that will cover up those flaws and imperfections I have in my eyelids. Okay, so what really, really calls out to me in this palette are the mattes. These bright mattes are in the palette. Like those like bright ass matte colors really, really call me. So I think I'm gonna do something with those for this look, and I don't know if I'm gonna add any shimmer to anything. I might, but as of right now, I'm really, really feeling the bright matte shades. So I think we're gonna do something using those, and I'm gonna try and use as many as I can without making the look like kind of like weird. So I'm gonna start off using that yellow shade, No Joke, and just put that on a little packer brush. This is an M167, and we're just gonna start by packing that in to the inner corner area. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that, but we do have some fallout. I didn't blow or tap the brush, so okay, well, we'll see. There's not a whole lot of cake back in the pan. Let's go ahead and tap the brush off just so that we can see what it's like when we actually do that. We have some good pigment. Now with these like yellow shades, it really honestly is better if you use a white base underneath, which I didn't do. This is the same thing. The yellow in the food video shade from the Conspiracy Palette's the same way. The yellow in the James Charles palette the same way. You just need to use a white base if you want it to pop like crayon yellow. But what I will do is I'll go ahead and spray a little bit of Morphe setting spray on the brush to see if that can kind of give it a little bit more pigment when we dab in with that. So we did that. And a little bit more color payoff that way. I'm just kind of getting all of the crap off of the same brush that I'm using, and I'm going to go in with the shade Positivity. And I'm just gonna go in right over and like kind of the center of my... Somebody called me and so rudely interrupted us. I am so sorry. So I took the shade Positivity and I'm just kind of packing it on kind of over the yellow right there. And this shade's really nice. I think it's nice and pigmented. I'm not having any... I haven't really tried to do much blending yet. I'm just kind of like packing on color at this point. This is a clean brush, guys. It's just stained, so don't clock me. But I'm just gonna take that, and it has no product on it. I'm just kind of like blending those two shades together right there. I will say, like, this Positivity shade, it's building really, really nicely. Both shades built really nicely, but I think this one's building a little bit nicer than the yellow. Next, we're gonna go in with the shade Tipsy Girl. That's that really bright pink shade in the palette. I really wanted to get into that and use that, so we're gonna use Tipsy Girl on the same brush. We're just packing everything on, so that's that one. Tap off excess, and I'm just gonna go right next to that shade Positivity, still giving that shade its moment to shine, but kind of overlapping for blending purposes. That has a really, really nice like pigment to it. I love this shade Tipsy Girl. It kind of reminds me of Skip in the James Charles palette, but honestly I think it's a little bit more vibrant. Maybe I'll try and do like a video where we compare shades, like different Morphe collab shades, like from the James Charles palette to the original Jaclyn Hill palette to this Jaclyn Hill palette. Maybe we'll do a little video on that as well. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd be interested in that kind of a thing, a video where I take all these Morphe collab palettes and swatch the similar shades to see if they're like maybe the same or like, you know, dupes for each other, so you don't have to buy all the palettes. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. I think that sounds like a nice, fun idea. And then I'm just kind of starting to build that pink up. I'm not even really spreading it anymore. I'm just kind of intensifying it right there. I'm just going to use the other side of the brush, and I'm going to go back into positivity a little bit just to make sure that it still shines through and has its moment in there. And then I'm going to go into, for the outer area right here, I think I'm going to go into the shade Not My Journey. And that is that deep, rich purple, because I really want to see how that blends and how that works, because purples are extremely hard to formulate. Shows up a lot on the brush there. And they're extremely hard to formulate, and they can be hard to work with. So first impression as well, that's pigment right there. So I'm just gonna, I really wanted to use this one and play with it to see how the formulation is on that and how it plays with others, how it blends out, all of that. And I recognize I'm not using a blending brush right now, y'all. I'm just packing the color on. I will go back in with a blending brush to try and smoke this out and make it a little bit easier. I know I'm not going to get very far with blending with this brush, so don't come for me in the comments. Oh, okay. So honestly, without even taking a blender brush to it, that is pretty damn good as far as the blending goes, I will say. It's not perfect, but let's go ahead and take that same clean brush that we were using earlier and just blend. Wow. Oh my God, I'm a little bit shook. I'm gonna take just like the tiniest little bit onto my brush and continue just to work on smoking that out. Just framing the eye a little bit when I come back in there to do that, and making sure that all this stuff up here looks nice and gradient. Okay. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am impressed. I am very curious about these pressed glitters. So just for the sake of it, I'm gonna pop in a little bit of that shade Talia, which is that gold pressed glitter shade. This one, I'm just gonna pop that right here. Oh, wow. And just because we're feeling extra and we're just using all the shades, let's go in with that metallic shade, the metallic orange, Flawed and Odd, and let's put that one just right next to it. Oh, wow. Okay. Jaclyn, you might have done something here. This looks really, really cool. I do have the tiny, I don't know if it shows up on camera or not, but I do have the tiniest little bits of fallout right here. Nothing to write home about or to cause a big scene about. I'm going to go ahead and just dust that off. Let's go ahead and do a little under eye action, and I'm going to test out this new little brush I got for that. I guess let's go in with that shade Positivity first, and just get a little bit on the brush there and tap off the excess. Let's go right in the center of the under eye with that. And to the inner corner there. And then let's go ahead and jump into Therapy Sesh, which is like a little bit lighter than the other purple we used, but I don't want to make this too dark underneath the eye, so cool. And then I'm going to use that shade I'm In It for a brow highlight and a inner corner. So let's do that. Mr. Kitty, stop it. Okay, so do that on the inner corner. Wow, that's really pretty. Like opal, kind of a moment. I'll be honest, I would like something a little bit more icy, like kind of like the one she has in the original palette for a brow bone highlight and all of that. In this palette, because I feel like that's what I would reach for more often than something like this. But she did say that she kind of formulated these where you can kind of use them together or whatever, so maybe that was the intention with that. If I were just like wearing this like out, we weren't doing a first impressions review of the palette, I would definitely reach for the original Jaclyn Hill palette and grab that brow bone highlight shade she has in that palette to pop in these areas, because I just think that that would work so beautifully with that's literally my favorite inner corner and brow highlight shade on the planet is that one shade, the second from the top shade, and the original Jaclyn Hill palette. I love it. Okay, so that's this eye completed. I'm going to go ahead and complete the other eye off camera and pop on some lashes and everything, and I'll be back in a few to let you know what I think about the palette. And we're back, guys. This is what I was able to come up with for the finished look. So I went with a nude lip since the eye is so bright, but I am very pleasantly surprised with this palette. I hope this is a nice smooth launch for Jaclyn. For me personally, I am quite enjoying this palette so far. I used as many of the shades as I could for you guys in one eye look. There's no possible way for me to use all 35 shades in one eye look. But yeah, I'm really quite liking it. I think it goes really nice with these new lashes that I got. And overall, I think that the palette is going to be a smash hit. The formulas did not disappoint. They had a lot of great pigment to them, nice and blendable. The shimmers were great, not too much fallout, and I like it. I know this is not a everyday woman kind of a palette. It does have a lot of brighter, more intense colors in them. If you are not scared of wearing those kind of things on your eyes, then I think you will love this palette. If you are somebody who doesn't normally wear a lot of bright colors and is more like a neutral kind of a girl, then maybe you should just stick with the original Jaclyn Hill palette, which as you can see, it's gotten so much love from me. It's a fantastic palette. I think that these would pair up quite nicely together to kind of pick from each one to create different looks and things like that. So I think you can kind of mix and match the palettes. I like that they stack up really nice and evenly, so you can start your little collection. I overall am very impressed. Great job, Jaclyn Hill, on a successful launch with this so far. Let's hope it stays that way, right? Thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will be doing a review of the Bloodlust palette by Jeffree Star when that is released on the 21st. So make sure that you are subscribed to my channel down below and ring the bell so you get notified of all of my future videos, especially that one when it comes up. I also have a couple other videos in the works, like a Project Pan video and 2 Project Pan videos, and also a creepy Tinder messages video that I have been collecting some very interesting data for. I am on Twitter at Beauty by Shelbye, and I'm also on Instagram at Beauty by Shelbye. Thank you so much for watching today's video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.